Hello, hello, hello. A little dark. I'm very dark. Hold on. I don't want to be that dark. Saturday with the Bard, I'm coming to you out of Kangaroo City. And I'm trying to get my camera to adjust here. Here's my new Alpha and Omega light. Hey, you can't even see them. Yeah, coming to you out of Kangaroo City. I feel much better. Look. Leg works. Leg works. All you people begging Jesus, it works. Look. No pain. Gone. Now, I was praying to the atheist God, so I'm not sure which one stepped forward, but one of them did, and the Bard is back walking, talking, dancing, and feeling good, feeling good. Now, listen, there's a couple of, I shouldn't do this video because I have dementia, and when you have dementia, you can't remember what you're doing. Now, you remember 40, 50 years ago, like it was yesterday, but you can't remember what you had for breakfast. Now, I'm not teasing on you, really. Homie ain't playing a game here. I can't remember, so I have to drive with a GPS if I'm going to the store. I can't remember where I'm going half the time I get there. So anyway, I told you a couple of days ago, I was dying. I was close to it, damn close to it. I'll tell you how you know you're dying, okay? If you're looking at porno and you fall asleep, you're a dead man. You are a dead man. There's no reason to live. There's no reason to live. So anyway, when that starts to happen to you, oh, it's never happened to me. No. I don't want you to think I ever looked at porn. Never. I heard it. My uncle's friend said it from a bishop whose wife was a Relief Society president, and their cousin knew Harley Woody Pecker, and they all said, "Don't fall asleep." So anyway, you know you're dying if you fall asleep watching porno. You know you're dying if you don't give a shit. You go, fuck it, I'm moving on, folks. Homie's on. You know, I guess a lot of people are afraid of dying. Now, I'll tell you what I don't like about dying. Not that I've done it a lot, but I don't like to be sick. You know, I kind of like to be happy and joyful, and, you know, I put those rails up on my bed. I told my family they're to help me move around in bed, but one of them has a noose on it. They didn't even notice. They didn't. So when the time comes and the fat lady sings, there's the Bard hanging on his hand rest there. So anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. But anyway, the idea of dying, I think we don't want to be in pain. And thank God for some of the medications. Now, some of them make me sick as a dog. Sometimes I'd rather have the pain than some of the side effects. But I'll tell you who my friend is. Mr. and Mrs. Oxycontin. Now, there's a family that knows how to party. Little Oxy's not allowed to come at the party yet. You know, I had open heart surgery. And when they saw my open heart, they closed it and said, there's no hope here, there's no hope. I guess it's been 4 or 5 years, and I feel fine. My blood pressure, they took the other day when I was at the hospital, it's perfect. And they said, other than having mental illness and diabetes and being a little bit crazy, you're okay. I said, well, you're not much of a doctor. But anyway, besides that, I'm healthy. And then my foot went down, and I go, holy shit, I'm not healthy, something. And you know, what we thought it was my driving. I do a lot of driving. Most of the time, I will drive anywhere from 200 to 800 miles a day, 6 days a week. The Lord doesn't let me drive on Sunday. That's a lie. I can drive over to the ward house. I just don't do it. Anyway. We thought it was the car and the way I placed my spare foot against the side or underneath or whatever. Well, I had to drive 500 miles yesterday, and I don't know, it might have been 600 miles, 12 hours, 10 hours. Anyway, I was trying to keep my leg out straight, and we had it wrapped up so it couldn't touch the side. And then I said to Mercy, I said, you know, I don't think we should take a chance here. The atheist God has blessed us, and if we don't put that safely in a good spot, it may go backwards, and I will be complaining to the thousands of friends. You people are so good to me. You are so good to me writing in. My mom wouldn't have even noticed that I was crawling. No foot, Mom. No. Get up. You son of a... You never want to work. Mom, the leg is gone. It's not gone. It's in your head. The leg is not in my head, Mom. You're so wonderful. I look at my comments, and most of them are not sincere, but the few that are sincere, I appreciate. So thank you very much. So anyway, what we did is we designed a new orthopedic. I'm hoping to submit this to Medicare. And those that have broken legs like that, you know, it's a hard thing to keep them from bending and whatever. So we had it wrapped up with an ace bandage. But then I said to Mercy, it needs a pillow. Well, the pillow wouldn't stay in the right spot. When I moved my left foot, the pillow would go up. I said, I'm not working anymore. I have to pull it up, and I'm not looking at the road. I'm going, holy shit, the tumbleweeds. So I said, okay, we're going to pull over, and we're going to do a medical experiment here. I want you to tie the pillow on the calf of my leg. And she goes, holy shit. She says, I'm so embarrassed that I'm married to you. And I said, well, you could put a bag on my head and a bag on your head, just in case one blows off, people still won't know who we're married to. So we pull over in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the deer were just sitting on the picnic table having a little Jello and pudding. So we pull over, and Mercy gets this huge pillow. That's all we had, a huge pillow. And she wraps it like a mummy. Now, I've got a leg I can't even get in the car with, so I have to lay like this on the passenger seat and slowly pull it in. I go, hey, that feels good. She says, it does? I said, yeah, I think we've got it. So I drove the last 400 miles with the Bard's pillow, leg pillow. So we got home, and hell, I can walk now, jump around, very little pain now. I can't even mention it, it's so small. So anyway, I wanted to mention to you, I can't remember the subject of the video, I just remember the pillow. God, it worked good. It worked really, really good. So anyway, thanks for your prayers and your concerns. And you Mormons that prayed against me, you lose again. When does a Mormon win? I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to death. That's what I was talking about. I was laying there and looking out the window. I got a beautiful view of the pond and trees and the deer and the kangaroos. And I love to sit there and look out my window. I feel like I'm in Tahoe. And I'm thinking, this may be it. This may be it. I hurt so bad and I can't move. I feel like shit. The damn medicine. You ever take, oh God, what do they call it? Something, it's a derivative of Oxycontin. Now, Oxycontin never made me sick. And it was a wonderful drug. I mean, I was in such pain with open heart. I thought I was going to die, and little Allison would bring me in Oxycontin 35, 50 minutes later. I'm ready to run, you know, normal for months, 6, 8, 10 months of trying to recover. So they gave me a pro or a pre something. It was mixed with Oxycontin. God damn. I was sick as a dog. And I threw up in the hospital. I was in the hospital. They gave me the pill, and I'm laying there asleep, and suddenly I wake up and go, I'm barfing. I'm yelling down the hall, and here's the lady pushing the computer, and she's the financial person. She's not even a nurse. And give me a barf bag. Okay. So she's running, big old fat girl running, and she comes in with this neat little barf bag. It's round at the top, and it has a ring in it. In fact, it looks a lot like a condom, or it looks a lot like Well, it could be a condom for a horse, but it looked a little more like a diaphragm for a horse. So it was red and it was long. Now I'm not getting there. Okay, don't go there. It was red and real long, and so I'm barfing up in the new barf bag, and so the doctor comes in, and I don't know if they got shit for brains or what. He goes, "How are you doing?" He said, "Look, open your goddamn eyes. My leg don't work. I'm barfing my guts out. I'm sick as a dog. I can't even lay in bed. I tore off your IVs and tore off your breathing shit." I said, "I just want to go quickly." He says, "Well, maybe if you get back in the bed, I'll lower it and you'll feel better." I said, "Well, that can't hurt," because I was sleeping in the bed with the back straight up. I couldn't reach around and lower the back. That medicine, 3 or 4 minutes, sound asleep. And it didn't matter if I had my head up on the top or if I had my head at the bottom and my feet sticking out 4 feet. So anyway, he lowers that down. I wake up, throw up again. He said, "You're not allergic to this, are you?" And I said, "I didn't used to be, but it ain't looking good right now." So he said, "Well, go ahead and take the barf bag with you." Like it was a bonus. $900 to tell me my goddamn leg hurts, and they don't know why. And I don't know why, but by God, you're going to get a barf bag today. It's a special. Because we have this special on medication we give to everybody because we get a discount on it and a kickback. So if you come in with a sore toe, goddamn, we give you the Prenoxycontin. Oh, okay. So they said, "Well, I told you this in another video. Who's going to drive you home?" I said, "Jesus is at the wheel." They didn't believe in Jesus any more than I did. "No, you have to have an adult drive you home." And I said, "Well, my wife's coming for me. Can I just stand outside and wait?" Well, "Yeah, that'd be okay." So I look around and they're not watching me, so I sneak over to my car, start it, and I have my head down so nobody can. Damn car started by itself. And I started slowly driving there and driving home. What do you think of? Now that's the second time I've come close to death. Well, it's one of the second times I've come close. Once, just before my heart surgery, I was laying in the hospital bed, alone, and thinking, what if this is it? And all the ramifications and all the, I guess, the feelings of a dead person, or a dead man walking. I was a dead man on wheels. They were just wheeling me in. And so anyway, a couple days ago, I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, have I done my best? I said, yeah. I said I have done my best. Do you have any regrets? Well, I should have attacked Marie Osmond when she was on stage. I regret that very much. That's the only regret I have there. But no, I've had a hard life in places with being bipolar and trying to be married, trying to raise children, trying not to ruin the lives around me, including my own. And I said, yeah, I've done the best. Then I thought, well, wherever I go, if I die and it goes black, that's not going to be a good sign, I don't think. Now here's what I have to ask the Mormons, okay? They all write to me and say, you're going into outer darkness. You will see nothing. Well, can I feel anything? Is there braille there? Now, I have a blind man that lives, over the next kangaroo court. And he goes to work every day, takes his cane, and, oh, God, it's my meds. And they pick him up, take him to work. Now, I don't know what a blind man does for work, and I'm too shy to ask him. But he comes back. Now, he's in outer darkness, isn't he? He's making it okay. Why should I fear outer darkness? He can't see shit. Now, I don't know if they give you a cane in outer darkness. If they do, I'll just hit the authorities on the head and said, you know, I'd like to have a flashlight or so. There's a lot of people in outer darkness on this earth. He doesn't complain. He doesn't fall on the ground in pain and wailing and gnashing of teeth. You know, I guess he's a very polite outer darkness guy. Maybe he'll be a leader there. He's being prepared. He dies, and the Mormons say they wanted him on the other side. They needed more instructors in outer darkness. Okay, maybe. I can't say yes or no, but the Mormons are always sure. They're always right. And always wrong. Anyway, I'm not afraid of outer darkness. Give me a cane. If I don't have a cane, can you have a seeing eye dog there? Do seeing eye dogs and service animals, can I have a seeing eye cat? That's what I want. They can see in the dark. And I go, Bushy, Bushy, take me across the street. And she goes, okay. And I have this big harness on her. I just follow her. I'm not afraid of outer darkness. I'll get a service animal, I'll get a cane, or I'll get a damn a solar flashlight, and me and my buddies are going to be there. Now, let me tell you something. Outer darkness could not be worse than the celestial kingdom with the Mormons. If I had a clear choice, I'm going with Bushy. Me and Bushy are going to be a group. I think I told you yesterday in a video, I don't know. I think I did. I bought a brand new storm door. Beautiful door. God damn, it was $500. It has beveled glass in it and has a hidden screen, so you can put the glass, and the screen it has a lifetime warranty. It's steel, and it was mounted into a steel frame. I've had 5 trucks try to drive through it. None of them, they use bounce locks. So anyway, I had the door open, which I love to watch out with my cameras, the weather. And these 2 guys, like missionaries, come up to the door, and I go, oh God, here we go, 2 fucking missionaries. And so, you know, I'm not even polite anymore, and I don't need to be. They're on my property. They're coming to tell me that I don't know about God or spirituality. They're acting superior because they're dressed nicer than I am. And I said to them, you know, what is it? They said, you know, we have a message to you from God. And I said, whoa, before you give him my message, would you give him this message? We're atheists in this house. We don't believe in him. He's the worst father I have ever seen, the way he treats his children. He doesn't know how to create a body that lasts more than 80 years. He allows the pain, the suffering, and the starvation of his children. Would you give him a message for me that the Bard would like to see him with his head up his ass? We're atheists here. We hate God. We want to go to the devil. We want to go to outer darkness. Now, you know, missionaries, I used to be a salesman. They always taught us objections. Well, my wife died yesterday. Well, if she hadn't died, wouldn't you want this policy? So you overcome every objection. They didn't have a word to say. Not a word. I said, now, get the hell off my property. And the 2 MP kangaroos escorted them off. Let me finish with this. I was going to make this a separate video. I can't understand your God. I see, you know, little Miley, I did a show. I miss Miley a lot. I'm just sentimental. Beautiful little child. And so perfect. So perfect. And your God evidently made her. Her feet worked and her arms, and she's smiling. A normal little baby. How come he can't continue to let her exist and live forever? He lets her body wear out. 35, 40 if she's had 4 or 5 kids. 50, menopause. 60, second menopause. 70, the man is having his menopause. And their boxes, their containers wear out. Suddenly their weenie doesn't work. Suddenly their leg doesn't work. Suddenly their speech is impaired or confused because of dementia. suddenly they can't work. They suddenly feel worthless. You tell your Jesus he sucks at making humans. He sucks at making humans. He can't keep them alive. It's like a cartoon. He's like Bozo the cartoon, Homie the clown. Man can make a house, a car, many things last 100 years. Far longer than your God. I don't think your God, did well in Human 101. I don't think he did well in sociology. All of his people kill each other and hit each other with swords and have from the beginning of time. He can't make a decent human being. And he can't cause, man has done more for polio and smallpox and hepatitis and other kinds of the Black Plague. These diseases, Jesus didn't do a fucking thing. Man did. Jesus didn't give us a rocket to go to the moon and explore and try to get new resources and whatever. We did. Jesus didn't help me at BYU. I flunked algebra on my own. And I threw my feet, I did. I threw my feet and my face on Jesus' knees, begging for him to help me pass algebra. And I had up all night and day, and I had a tutor and Jesus. Got an E, flat out F in algebra at BYU. I've seen too much of your God. I've seen too much of his failures. I've seen too much of his earthquakes and his volcanoes and dinosaurs, animals that didn't even last, 30 years. He can't create life worth shit. I don't want to follow him. I don't want to be anywhere near him. I want to be my own God. I'm going to work on my people living forever. When little Miley is born, she'll grow into a woman, and a beautiful woman, an angel, and a more beautiful goddess, and a queen. She'll live forever. And she doesn't have to die and kiss men's asses and be on her knees, if you know what I mean, to get Jesus points that maybe she will be beautiful again and live forever. My women don't have to do that. I'm just going to create them that way. And my men. Well, men, I'm going to leave their shirt, their pants on. I'm not going to have them in dresses, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I can't remember what this video was about. I don't give a shit what it was about. You know what's funny? I'm going to tell you what's funny. Nothing. No, I'll tell you what's funny. Almost every video I do, someone will say to me, that is the best video I have ever seen. And I don't think that it's much different than anything else. And another one will write in on a different video. That's the best video I've ever seen. And I'm amazed how diverse my audience is. They're fat, they're ugly, they're beautiful, they're skinny, they're in wheelchairs, they're in hospital beds, they're in foreign countries. And I love them all. If I have ever made you smile, or ever made you laugh, or think, my life has been successful. That's all I've ever wanted. Well, I also wanted Marie Osmond's panties wrapped around my face when I'm laying in the coffin, and then put on the temple clothes and have Marie's panties. That's how I want to go. And then cremate me. Anyway, Paleo, 3 times through order of prayer. Penalty, cut my neck, cut my heart out there. Name, second token, because he preaches the patriarchal rib, or it's the sure sign of the nail. Health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins, and power of the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. This Bard's gone.